Honestly, I hate takes like this, especially when it comes to fantasy and fiction, because it's so disingenuous. And then when you think about it for more than 2 seconds, you realize your take actually doesn't make any sense. So go watch the video that I made yesterday that this comment is attached to for context of what I'm going to say in this video, because I'm not going to repeat it here. But in that video, this person responded with this comment. This is a horrible narrative. Just because they're all black doesn't mean they all know each other or like each other. And yes, it is a stereotype that all black people know each other and we all have the same thoughts. That's why we always say black people aren't a monolith, etc. And that's in the real world. However, this is a fictional universe, Marvel Comics, a world where being a superhero is already rare compared to the major population of Marvel, but then also most of the superheroes in Marvel operate out of New York City. And then also, so you dial that down to the black superheroes, which is even a smaller pool, it's even less superheroes. And then also, when you think about how many crossover events, how many team ups, and all this other stuff with Marvel, it actually does make sense that most of the black superheroes know each other. Like each other, that's a different narrative, but like, there's always a civil war with superheroes fighting each other. So do they like each other? Cyclops' team of X-Men and Rogue's team of X-Men are fighting and arguing right now in comics. The reason I also say it's disingenuous, and he's not the only person that said this, there are other people that have this same take, is because it only seems to come up when it's black or people of color or even queer superheroes that are hanging out with each other. But getting back to it, when you see a mostly white team, you never hear people saying, like, especially that takes place in New York, you're like, oh, why aren't there no Puerto Rican or black people on a team that takes place in New York? That's not realistic. No, nobody says that. They see an all-white team, it's just like, oh, that's normal. But black people who like hanging out with each other, if they're all on a team, and there are schools that are mostly all black, like I went to a mostly all black school, but that's unrealistic. Gay people like hanging out with other gay people. If you see gay superheroes, that's unrealistic. So you think the God of Thunder is more realistic than black people hanging out with each other? Interesting.